Greetings, ambitious go-getters. Ever find that pesky habit of mulling over other people's opinions of you to be, frankly, a thorn in your side? Well, you're in the right spot for an enlightenment session on throwing those concerns out the window. Prepare to embark on a strategy that might just rank as your next game changer. Now, this constant worry about public perception, it stems from our age-old inner wiring. We're pack creatures by nature, and our chances of thriving rely heavily on our skill to juggle the social dance. It's a dance that has us constantly assessing the pecking order, sorting our tribe from the alphas to the betas and beyond. Picture your office space, the big kahunas at the pinnacle of the pyramid, while the rest of us are clambering up that social ladder, each rung resonating with perks like status, power, and greenback glory enticing, right? It's not a shocker that jockeying for a primo spot consumes us. After all, reigning supreme in our circles comes with some pretty sweet spoils. Those on the VIP level need to keep their eyes peeled for saboteurs and gossip mongers who might fancy toppling them. Alternately, if you find yourself surveying the view from the mid or lower deck, you're equally ensnared by the need to play your cards right, ensuring you graduate to the echelons where breathing gets just a little bit easier. But here's the deal, my friends, it doesn't have to be this way. Enter the butterfly method, a technique likened to a butterfly flitting from one social circle to another. By diversifying your presence across numerous groups, you dilute the focus you'd normally laser on any single one. When your social portfolio spans a multitude of networks, suddenly, the weight of one group's opinion doesn't seem so titanic. If one scene doesn't gel with you, no sweat, you've got others to float into. This abundance mindset breeds a refreshing confidence, much like a social safety net. So, how do you spread your wings with this method? One word: explore. Platforms that connect like-minded individuals based on interests, think chess aficionados or fitness zealots, can be the launchpad for your newfound social flourish. Just by diversifying your associations, you shield yourself from the stings of any one group's judgments. Alternatively, set your compass for new horizons. Travel solo, forge alliances with globetrotters and locals, and savor the essence of fleeting hierarchies that don't stick, where your actions aren't under a forever microscope. The beauty of this, once you're back on home turf, you've got a revised map of life in your back pocket, a map drawn with the ink of understanding that the world is brimming with folks and endless social labyrinths just waiting for you to step in. This global perspective is true abundance, knowing that you're never confined to a mere handful of tribes among the billions of souls planet-wide. While the social hierarchy dance may be unavoidable, remember these fortuitous words: life's too short to live it through someone else's lens. Now, before you jet off, remember to tap that subscribe button, hit the like, and chime in with the notification bell. You'll foster the same boldness and perspective shift we've delved into today. And by the video's close, pause and ponder which elements from our discourse today resonate with you, and which strategies will you stitch into the fabric of your daily life. So, stick around till the end, keep those neurons fired up for a solid dose of practical wisdom. And by the way, if you find value in what we've shared today, feel free to acknowledge that by tipping what you deem fit. The link is right in the description. Stay sharp, stay strong, and here's to transcending the social ladder and forging a life of liberation from the opinion chains. Imagine stepping into a world where procrastination doesn't hold you back, where the battle against delaying your goals is finally over. What if I told you there's a way to crack the procrastination code and catapult yourself into a realm of increased productivity and emotional well-being? Today, we're diving into the revelations from the book Solving the Procrastination Puzzle by Tim Pitchell, and we'll explore not only the profound impact procrastination has on our health but also the strategies to defeat it once and for all. Picture this: valuable work time slipping through your fingers as procrastination takes over, bringing with it a storm of guilt, stress, poor eating habits, and restless nights. Let's face it, stalling the actions that inch us closer to our ambitions chips away at our self-esteem and drains the joy from our lives. Research has opened our eyes to the grim reality that frequent procrastinators are more prone to ailments like stomachaches, headaches, and even heart disease. Yet, despite the severe long-term implications of putting things off, we find ourselves stuck in this loop. So, why do we procrastinate? The twin culprits are the future self-forecasting fallacy and the mood enhancement effect. With the former, we convince ourselves that our future selves will somehow be more prepared, more energized to tackle the tasks at hand. In the soothing lie we tell ourselves, we completely disregard the inevitable busy schedule that awaits us in the future. As for the mood enhancement effect, it's quite straightforward. Postponing tasks that dampen our spirits in favor of immediate pleasure is an alluring prospect. When people are down, they tend to sidestep tough tasks in search of instant gratification. Initially, one might confuse procrastination with a simple mismanagement of time, but it's actually an issue of emotional regulation. We can orchestrate our days with military precision and boast the most sophisticated task management systems. But if we're not in the right headspace, the allure of dodging a task and feeling momentarily good is overpowering. Consider our current emotional state as more significant than our future well-being. Preferring immediate comfort over delayed satisfaction is analogous to choosing $100 now over the same amount a month later. This bias towards instant gratification manifests as a heavy leaning towards procrastination. Feeling good now is prioritized over feeling good later. However, this bias isn't indomitable. With the right tools, we can learn to regulate our emotions effectively. Enter the LEARN acronym, incorporating 5 key steps to overcome the instinct to procrastinate. The creative journey begins with labeling the emotion driving your procrastination. Admit to yourself what you're feeling, whether it's overwhelm, anxiety, or fear. There's power in naming the enemy. With an exhale, you help calm the storm brewing within you. A slow, deliberate breath activates a parasympathetic response that neutralizes the fight or flight instinct. Acceptance follows. Make peace with your inner turmoil. Resisting it only prolongs the agony, but acceptance undermines the threat, allowing for tranquility. Release comes next, letting go of the physical tension that's shackling you. Finally, notice where exactly this compelling urge to procrastinate is sprouting from within you. This introspective journey fuels your curiosity and propels you toward the very task you're avoiding. Adopting the LEARN process at the first sign of procrastination can significantly improve your emotional regulation skills and weaken the temptation to put off tasks. The more adept you become at navigating your emotions when faced with daunting tasks, the more you'll realize that making progress on a goal is a direct path to elevating your mood, rather than merely evading the goal. Now, let's introduce you to an engine for decisive action and anti-procrastination: intention, a concrete, actionable plan that you'll use in specific scenarios. Picture yourself hearing an alert for book writing time at 9 a.m. Your anti-procrastination intention kicks in. You will promptly open a new document and engage in a 5-minute free writing frenzy. This pre-decided action, when paired with a triggering event, hardly allows for resistance and procrastination. Still, for that extra nudge, consider employing psychologists' WHOOP method, a fortified version of anti-procrastination intentions, which involves making 4 declarative statements each morning. These statements are like soldiers lining up to guard your productivity fortress one by one. They combat the tendencies that sabotage your success. Statement 1 sets the battle cry. I wish to complete, fill in the task, concrete and firmly lodged in your intent for the day. The second statement envisions the post-victory euphoria. After I complete task, I will experience, fill in the emotion. Next, you anticipate the adversary, procrastination, that could snatch away your moment of triumph, completing the statement. However, I won't experience emotion if I fill in the procrastination tactic. The fourth statement unveils your counterattack in anti-procrastination intention that reads, when I start to procrastination tactic, I will fill in your pre-planned action. This proactive approach cloaks your day in purposeful direction, ensuring you require minimal willpower to jog past the hurdles of procrastination and finally seize the distant, elusive projects you've abandoned. So remember, when the familiar temptation resurfaces, convincing you to delay, rejecting the task may seem to soothe your current state, but it's silently chipping away at your self-worth. Uphold the techniques to navigate through the emotional storm, leverage the whoop method, and watch as you surmount the psychological barriers to a flourishing and fulfilling life. We've traversed the essence of solving the procrastination puzzle, a concise yet potent guide to eradicating the destructive habit of procrastination. I highly endorse delving into this profound resource. If you've made it this far, consider the insights you'll take away and the actions you'll implement to elevate your life. If you find these insights as transformative as I do, feel free to show your appreciation with a gesture proportional to the value you've obtained. And remember, if you haven't already, subscribing and activating notifications ensures that you're at the forefront, receiving the most empowering content to push the boundaries of your success. Keep striving, gentlemen, and until next time, march on toward your goals with unwavering resolve.